Today we're going to go over how the hijab is both sexist and feminist all at the same time. Now, the hijab is the face covering that females have to wear of the Muslim faith. Now, it is said to be a requirement in the Quran and is actually required in many different countries that women have to wear it in public. Now, that is where it becomes sexist. It is sexist to force women to wear something like that. It is a horrible practice to make it completely legal to make them do that, or make it illegal not to wear. It's just a forced way to control the population, and it's done in many countries such as Saudi Arabia and other Middle Eastern countries. Now, a lot of Muslim women don't mind it, and that's not a problem. If they like doing it, they should be able to do it. And just like if they don't like doing it, they shouldn't have to do it. It's just like it's illegal in many countries for Muslims to give up their faith. There should be religious freedoms. And the fact that they condone that type of behavior, or why we accept that that's going on over there, is a little ridiculous. Now, this has to do with just, completely right-winged Muslims and controlling the government and having control over a country. This is especially fluent in the monarchy of Saudi Arabia, where all the princes are controlling everything. But on the other hand, we're going to look at the feminist view of the hijab as well. Now, just like some women may think it's freeing to be nude, these women think it's freeing to have face coverings, because to them it's a complete distinguishing from the fashion industry. They're not viewed in that sense, where they're not viewed as sexual objects anymore. To them, it is freeing. They don't have to feel like they have to look a certain way. They don't feel like they have to be in competition with other women. And for them, it's like an ultimate thing, that it's an ultimate power for them to feel. And this, in the hijab, it's clearly like it's not supported by all Muslim women. And that's another important thing to note. Just like Christianity has come a long way from its right wing, there's conservative Christians, and then there's not so conservative Christians. They had the same thing with Muslims. Like they take in certain parts and like, man, this part of the Quran is really good, and I can really relate to it, and I can understand as a person how influential it could be in my life, and not to force it upon others, because that's what these books are about. Is about taking the good and realizing this is good for me, and it probably is good for other people, but not to force it. I mean, there's certain, man laws that should be followed, and the hijab is just not one of them. It shouldn't have to be followed. It should be a personal choice. Like, if there is a God, I don't think he's going to personally care whether you're covering your face or not. And that's what people need to realize, is it's not about, what you're doing like that. It's about how you are as a person and what you're giving as a person. And if wearing something on your face makes you feel more comfortable with yourself out in public, and it makes you feel good to yourself, and it makes you feel free from the societal norms that dictate different things, then it's good for them as a person, and it shouldn't be viewed negatively. If they're wearing a hijab in public, they shouldn't be viewed negatively because of that. Now, if they're just a bad person and they wear it anyways, that's a completely different story. And but the hijab part isn't something that you should be focusing on. But the main focus should be on giving these women the right of whether or not they want to wear it. If they don't want to wear it, they should not be punished for not wearing it. And that's like the main point, because every religion has good parts and bad parts. And that's what we need to figure out as a society, and stop being so conservative with our beliefs and ideologies around it. And that's why it's both sexist and feminist at the same time. Like, the hijab itself is, a feminist thing, but the rulings on the hijab are sexist. And that is why I believe it's both sexist and feminist at the same time. If you have any comments about this, I would love to read them, so just comment down below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you disliked it, give it a thumbs down. Make sure to subscribe and check out my other videos. Y'all take it easy. Peace.